I was taken aback and super surprised at how people didn't know. I don't know. I just thought that people would just see through that. And so many people didn't. Actually, that's what's surprising to me, if anything.
How are you doing? Did you have a good holiday?
I did. I had a great holiday. Thanks for asking.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah. So, obviously a lot of people have been binging season 4 of the show over the holiday weekend, myself included. I mean, how do you feel watching back season 4?
I didn't know what to expect in many ways because I'm not involved in a lot of this, the scenes. So it's really enjoyable for me to watch it. I watched it just a few days before everybody else. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of drama for sure, but I thought it was good.
Yeah. Being the boss, are you aware of all the drama that is going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors?
But not all, because, honestly, like in season 1 and season 2, like we would always check in and see what's going on and how filming went. But now we just kind of let things go, and I don't ask as many questions. So there's a lot that I see that I didn't know.
Yeah. Was there anything that really surprised you?
I mean, I don't get surprised that easily anymore.
Did you know of all the drama going on with Christine and Emma this season?
A little bit. Yeah, it did come to my attention to some degree.
Yeah. How has being a mom changed Christine, if at all?
Yeah, I don't see her a ton.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm the right person to ask. I mean, I don't spend a ton of time with her.
Yeah. Do you think that she and Mary will ever be friends again?
I don't know that either.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem likely,
mm-hmm.
but I don't like to ever say never.
Yeah. I mean, you said you don't really see Christine that much anymore. What's kind of the status of your working relationship with her? Because you did say on the show this season, if she keeps on bringing the drama, we're going to have to let her go. But obviously,
Well, now she's traveling a lot through the holidays. So there's not much of communication, more or super casual if it is.
Yeah.
We'll see how things progress. But, I think after filming and with the holidays, I think everyone's trying to take a little bit of time off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you still see her still see a future for her at the Oppenheim group going forward?
Let's see. Let's wait for season 5.
Okay. Cliffhanger. Is it hard for you as a boss? Like you said, I know that you kind of keep your hands out of the drama, but is it hard for you not to get involved sometimes and kind of want to squash some of the things that are going on between the women?
I'm as hands off as I can be. I mean, we're all grown up, so they don't need me. I mean, I think they rely on each other a lot more now than they rely on, or involve me, which is great.
Yeah.
So I think the level of stress and anxiety has gone down for me, each season, even though in some ways I think the drama seems to be seems to be equal to greater drama every year. Mm-hmm. I find that my anxiety level goes down each season, maybe just because I'm used to the process.
Right. Yeah. I mean, how do you feel? Obviously, we see a teaser for season 5 coming up at the end of season 4. I mean, how do you feel about probably next season focusing so much on your personal life?
We already finished season 5. Right. So, but I think because it was Chrishell, it was easier on me. I didn't anticipate doing that, nor would I have normally been comfortable with it. But I just think, with Chrishell, things are easier.
Yeah. What makes it so easy this time around?
We just get along really well and communicate really well. And I feel comfortable with her. So, on camera and off camera.
Yeah. So there was never any hesitancy about, putting your dating life out there.
Not a ton, I mean, I really they asked me, I think, to go on a date in earlier seasons. And I'm like, no way. I was not comfortable with that idea, but I'm just very comfortable with Chrishell. So it wasn't that difficult. And it's, I think that it was respectful of our relationship in season 5, but certainly more than I ever anticipated, my love life and or personal life on camera. But the women seemed to be great at it. So I think it's only fair I do it a little bit.
Right. You were dating during season 4 a little bit, but obviously you kept this under wraps. Why didn't you want to be public with your relationship at the time? Or were you just kind of figuring things out between you and Chrishell before you wanted to kind of?
Yeah, I think, the when it's public, it puts a lot of just added pressures and publicity and opinion. And I think it's nice to kind of start a relationship in the way that normal relationships kind of grow and progress. And that's just between two people. Mm-hmm. So I think we were both more comfortable with that approach. And I like that. I mean, I kind of followed her lead on things, and I respected her decision making on that. And I think that that's the right approach for anyone. I mean, you see every day, it seems like you see some couple in the news. And I think it's nice to kind of know your partner before the press starts, putting their 2 cents in.
Right. Do you guys feel the pressure on your relationship now, or did you feel that pressure once you kind of went public?
No, I don't think no, not really. And I think maybe that is because we were so comfortable with each other before we went public. So I'm not someone who generally reads much, good or bad. So I'm largely unaffected by those types of things. Mm-hmm. But no, I would say overall it's been fine. I think it's just been like a nothing, like whatever.
That's a good thing. That is good. I thought it was interesting that you said that you and Chrishell both never pictured this as a relationship until you kissed for the first time. Like did the thought never really cross your mind that, oh, maybe this could potentially be a relationship more than a friendship?
No, I mean, I think I can speak for both of us in saying that it just wasn't one of those things that I think either of us were thinking about until we were, so it was definitely, I think I can speak for both of us in saying that we weren't thinking about each other romantically, or in that sense at all. And then even afterwards, I don't think we were more amused and not taking it very seriously even then either.
Really?
So it was definitely an interesting process.
Yeah. I mean, was it all of a sudden, like, not to get too personal or too deep into everything, but did it just kind of go from platonic to relationship pretty quickly?
No, there was definitely a transition. Like I said, I mean, at the beginning, I think it was just, we weren't taking it seriously. Mm-hmm. We had been so open about what we were looking for with each other because we were, had become close friends. So she knew my dating life, and we would almost just joke about each other's dating lives and what we were looking for and things like that. So I think, no, we were not taking it very seriously. It was certainly not a switch. It was definitely a process of like, just, wow, we really, a lot of this is starting to make a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, was there a moment that you realized you're like, okay, this is a serious relationship and I'm I'm committed to this?
I mean, I can't speak to a particular moment, but I definitely remember telling her how I felt when we went down. I think, we were down in Orange County for some reason. I think something to do with Heather. But I mean, I wouldn't say a switch. I would say it was a progression of thoughts and feelings towards each other.
I mean, the look on some of the girls' faces when they find out that you guys are in a relationship, it was a sense of shock, I'm sure, for a lot of people because. Yeah,
I mean, we told some close friends, but if you want to keep something private, you have to generally not tell too many people. It's hard to keep a secret amongst a lot of people. Yeah. So, but everyone was super supportive. I mean, as we knew they would be. We share such close mutual friends, which is also great in many ways as well, because we get to hang out when we're hanging out with our friends, we're both hanging out with our friends.
Definitely. Was anybody not fully supportive or thought that?
I wouldn't say that.
No,
I mean, I would say overall, everyone was really supportive.
That's good. So nobody at the office thought that.
I mean, there's weird people, like press, there's like people, sometimes we read articles and we kind of laugh at stuff, but nothing we ever took seriously. Let's put it that way.
That's good.
Anything that's like negative generally just amuses us.
That's good. That's a good way to look at it. Was Christine supportive of the relationship?
Yes and no, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yes and no.
Yeah. Was anybody worried that she'd get preferential treatment?
See, I don't think anyone was seriously worried. I think people know me well enough, and I think people know Chrishell well enough. I don't think anyone seriously had concerns about that.
Definitely. You said that this is the most fulfilling relationship that you have had. I mean, do you guys see this as something for the long term and in the future?
I mean, I don't want to comment on all that stuff, but that's between me and Chrishell.
Totally. Are you in love?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, good. That's so exciting. That's so awesome. Is there anything that you're nervous about for season 5 to have people see about your dating life though? I
mean, I think we express a lot of the things that the relationship is kind of considering. I mean, I think we're pretty open and pretty honest about our relationship and where we are and the things that we're talking about. So I haven't seen anything obviously, but I feel like we're ourselves. And I think that when we're together on camera and off camera, I think it's easy for us to kind of just be open and honest because I think there's a lot of trust there. So I think we were very much ourselves and had very honest conversations, in front of the cameras as well.
Yeah, definitely. I know that you guys recently attended Heather and Tarek's wedding. I mean, it looked like an absolute blast. I mean, what was the best part of about the wedding?
The pizza afterwards. We had like really nice, fancy dinner, and then about like 1 o'clock came around and we'd been drinking all night and they ordered a bunch of pizzas. That was my favorite part.
What makes them such a great couple? Because it seems like you guys all, like you said, you all hang out a lot. So they seem like probably like
they're both such lovers, I mean, Heather's just one of the most just thoughtful, loving and sweetest women I've ever met. And I think they go very well together because they're both very affectionate and loving towards each other. And it is a very warm and enjoyable relationship to watch. I mean, those two really, I think, each of them met the right partner.
Yeah. Was it funny or hard to watch them try to set Chrishell up this season on a date?
I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that.
All right. Well, I mean, a lot of people said, they maybe kind of edited it in a way that you guys were like having like some longing glances.
Well, they
at
definitely
each other.
edited the when Simu, her client was in the office, but whatever.
Is that funny for you guys now?
I watched it with Chrishell for the first time. So it was, as well as several other of the cast members. We were all together and it was, again, amused. I get amused at, at things, but just smile with it. I don't take anything too seriously.
Totally.
I think production had some fun with it.
I was going to say, were you kind of surprised that production and maybe some of the girls didn't pick up on the fact that you guys were dating, or did you?
Yeah, I remember we had told production, but when we do tell people, then everyone's like, oh yeah, because of this. I'm like, okay, but clearly you didn't, then they have like hindsight is 20/20 for everyone. But I think generally, I'll be quite honest, generally I was taken aback and super surprised at how people didn't know. Because, sure, we were doing what we thought was a decent job hiding it, but I don't know. I just thought that people would just see through that. And so many people didn't. Actually, that's what's surprising to me, if anything.
Yeah. Who did you tell first?
I think my brother and Mary.
Okay. Were they surprised or were they like, oh, I kind of saw that?
No, super happy. And I think by the time we told them, I don't think it was a huge surprise to them. I mean, it's hard to keep, anything from Mary and my brother. They know me so well. Right. They know us so well.
Well, I'm so happy for you guys. It seems like you are both very, very happy in your relationship, and I wish you guys nothing but the best in the future.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. What can you tell us about selling the OC?
I mean, we're moving right now. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I love those agents down there. So I'm, as much as I could take a break from filming, I'm really excited about that show. I love The Office. I love Newport Beach. I spend some time, a couple nights a week down there now. And I really love the agents. I mean, we got a great, a dynamic, interesting, successful group of agents. So, I'm a level 10 excitement about that show.
That's awesome. I can't wait.